Morning, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm going to be brief because we expect our case to be brief. The first point I want to make with you is that we recognize and we accept the fact that this whole thing is a tragedy. It's a tragedy for the Edwards family. It's a tragedy for the community. It's a tragedy every time one of our law enforcement officers is forced to make this type of decision. When I said our case is going to be brief, I expect that probably sometime tomorrow you'll have this case for deliberation. And during your deliberation, what you're going to be confronted with is the law of the state of Texas. It's going to tell you what your decision is going to have to be. Your decision is going to revolve around one point, and that is that the state of Texas proved beyond a reasonable doubt that Roy Oliver's actions were unreasonable. The information we expect to bring you will be directly relevant to the decision you're going to have to make. Everybody that has testified so far in this case has agreed on one thing, and that is that what happened out there on April 29th of 2017 happened in a split second. You're going to have to decide, based upon the circumstances you know now, whether Roy Oliver was reasonable during that time. The law is going to tell you that you have to look at that from Roy Oliver's point of view at the time. From Roy Oliver, not anybody else. Was it reasonable from Roy Oliver's perspective? Not what we all know now, but what Roy Oliver knew at the time. Many years ago, and probably none of you remember this guy, but there was a radio host that had a very popular radio program here in the United States, broadcast nationwide. And he would come on and during his radio program in the late afternoons, and he would discuss a topic. And they'd discuss it for a while, and then he'd take a commercial break. And after the commercial break, he'd come back on, and Paul Harder would say, "Ladies and gentlemen, now for the rest of the story." And now you are going to hear the rest of the story.